So, in the spirit of I've been kind of sort of fiending for some basketball to watch, and since I didn't watch a lot of summer league, I said let me go out of my way a little bit and try to watch some of these pro-am runs. Now, this is why I don't take too much, and I'm going to sound like a hater, and I don't want to sound like a hater, but this is why I don't take too much stock into these summer pro-am runs, because Kyle Kuzma just dropped 67 from Kyle Kuzma. Now, it makes sense. He is an NBA player. If you make it to the NBA, especially if you're a starter in the NBA, you're one of the top probably 100 guys in the world if you're a starter in the NBA. So Kuzma, in the grand scheme of things, is an elite basketball player. But this is also why I take every summer run. I don't care where it's at. Like this one was in this was a Utah Pro-Am Powder League. Like I've never heard of the Powder League, to keep it a bean. Like I've only really heard of the Drew League. I've heard of the Crossover. Those are the two main ones I hear the most. So I don't know how good or bad the competition is at this Powder League that's in Utah. But then again, at the same time, this is why you got to take it with a grain of salt. But shout out to Kuz. He got his 67. He looked good. Like these highlights look smooth. The camera work is also smooth, just me being a camera nerd. Couple of nice little turnarounds, couple of pull-up jumpers, attacking the basketball, finishing at the rim. I mean, things I expect Kyle Kuzma to be able to do when playing against non-NBA players. But these are still, to an extent, high-level athletes. But yeah, so Pro-Am is happening. Pro-Am is the thing. Shout out to Kuz. 67 is dope. I don't know how many other NBA guys have, like, I'd love to see what other NBA guys' career highs are in the Pro-Am circuit. At Rico Hines, it's he's the coach he's one of the assistants for the Raptors, and he hosts, I want to say he's one of the assistants for the Raptors currently. He hosts and he's been hosting them for years, these Pro-Am runs in the UCLA gym. NBA players from all over come. Raptors players particularly typically come because he's a part of the coaching staff. But this past year, it felt like the full Raptors starting five was there. I saw Siakam, I saw OG, I saw Scotty, I want to say I saw Gary Trent there, one of them as well. And then I saw this, and I thought to myself, oh boy, this might be a long season. This might be a long season for us Sixers fans. This upset me. I'm not gonna cap. This upset me. Scotty low-key had my man James Harden in prison. Now there are other highlights of James Harden was, actually scoring on Scotty from time to time. James Harden was getting buckets. But this was some amazing defense. Because look, like, even in that moment right there, right? Look, even in this, I didn't mean to do that. Even in this moment right here, I don't want the audio. In this moment right here, James Harden almost gets by Scotty. And then where does he go? Look, Pascal's right there. And that immediately made me think, hey, yo, these Raptors, what they've built defensively is absolutely insane. To have Scotty to be able to be your point of attack guy, and then maybe like OG to his right and Pascal to his left, or even Fred's at the point of attack guy, and Pascal's to his left and Scotty's to his right. What the Raptors built defensively is absolutely insane. Just that much defense and ranginess is crazy. Is it too much to think about? No, like I'm still high on James Harden. As we'd already know, I'm a Sixers fan, yada, yada. That was a bad miss. I ain't gonna hold you. I haven't seen everything from that. That was a really bad miss. That was really clamps. Now, mind you, in the grand scheme of things, I feel like in the real world, I would hope Harden would pass out of that. Woo. But I just thought I thought it was interesting because mainly the main takeaway I got from that was how good the Raptors defense is going to be this year. I'm very curious to see what their interior is going to look like, considering they don't necessarily have a center. Jamal Murray is, not Jamal Murray. Shout out to Jamal Murray. DeJounte Murray is doing the most. He's doing too much for me. Let's just get into these clips. This is the first one I saw. For those of you who maybe didn't see these clips, this is the first one I saw. Well, this is actually from a couple of days ago. This isn't the first one I saw, but this is from a couple of days ago. He's playing defense. Dude goes up, misses a layup. Why does Jamal get the rebound and hit him in the head with the ball? Like, I mean, excuse me, why does DeJounte do that? Like, that makes absolutely no sense for that, to do that. And then I saw this one from Bleacher Report. This was the actual first clip I saw from Bleacher Report. This was wild disrespectful, to me at least. Like, I feel like you do this anywhere else, y'all fighting mid-court. Like, the court is being cleared and now we're fighting. Because that's wild. That's dumb wild. Did he make that, though? Nah, he missed. Foul. Like, this is wild. What is the point of this? And some people might say, oh, they just hooping, it get a little chippy, yada, yada, yada. Life is good. What's up? Thanks for pulling up to the stream. I know I keep saying Jamal Murray. It keeps slipping. But then DeJounte took it a step further. And a couple of days ago, I see this clip, him and Paolo going at it. That's also my point, Les. These dudes that show up to these pro-am runs, now granted, some of them, pretty much all of them play some level of professional basketball. Whether that be overseas, or basically overseas or a foreign league. A lot of these guys do play some form of professional basketball. So it's not like they're bums off the street at your neighborhood local park. Yes, these dudes basically work 9-to-5 jobs, but I then see this clip. This is DeJounte Murray going against Paolo Banchero. I always low-key mess up his name. I need to get better at it because I think he's going to be good, and I'm probably going to be saying his name a lot this upcoming season. Now, the move is smooth. The move he pulled off was smooth. It's just all this extra stuff I have an issue with. You know what I mean? Gets past his first defender. Fake, off the glass, nice dunk. Now, right there, the move was smooth. Even the walking right up to him is smooth. I just thought the throwing of the ball was a little bit extra. Like the dunk and then standing chest to chest, that happens all the time in the NBA. I mean, you get hype after a dunk like this. And then I thought the ball throw was a little extra. Because technically in the NBA, there'd probably be a tech. My biggest thing with Jamal Murray is this, right? Because I've seen a bunch of different people talking about it, have a bunch of different opinions. A bunch of people, like a lot of people saying like, oh, yo, it's just hoop. Like, that's just, you know what I mean? You don't understand, you don't hoop. You don't understand, you don't hoop. I've seen a lot of that. If that's your take on it, that it is what it is, whatever. I think it's mad disrespectful and mad extra, especially against the non-NBA guys when he banging the ball against their head. Like, that's wild. That's not hooping, that's fighting. But my biggest thing is, I've already said and explained how skeptical I am about the whole Atlanta Hawks situation and how I don't know how well DeJounte Murray and Trae Young will work out. But if you go on and being all crazy and being all extra in these summer runs and it's going viral, basically 2 months before the season starts, you got to hoop this year. If you don't hoop this year and you was just basically picking on people who play 9-to-5, that's real clown behavior. You better hoop this year.